Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of your Monday morning shot of caffeine with a side of real estate. I'm Donald Leonard with RE/MAX Northwest Realtors, and I'm in Cypress, Texas. And today I'm getting my Monday morning shot of caffeine in a coffee cup that I picked up a few years back on a trip to Palo Duro Canyon up in the panhandle of Texas. Now, if you've never been there, you might want to go and take a look because it's pretty darn impressive. It's not the Grand Canyon, but again, it's pretty impressive, especially when you think about how long it took that water to wash all that dirt away to create that thing. That's pretty impressive. Now today I want to talk a little bit about a form that we've been using here in real estate as real estate agents for about 20 years called the Information About Brokerage Services Form. It is one of the most misunderstood forms that we have in real estate. Most of the agents understand how it's supposed to be used, but even some of them mess it up. But buyers and sellers really don't understand. And so I'm going to take a couple of minutes and try to explain what this form does. Now, first of all, this form is required by the Texas Real Estate Commission for real estate agents to have prospective buyers and sellers sign when the discussion starts getting to the point to where you would really need to be representing that person in order to answer the question. So what this form does is it informs a potential buyer or seller that in the state of Texas, they have a choice. They have a choice as to how the real estate agent is going to interact with them. So the choices are the prospective buyer or seller could choose for the real estate agent to represent them, or they could choose to not be represented and have them maybe representing the other side, or if given permission in writing by both sides, the real estate agent could represent both sides of the transaction through a process called intermediary, which is another video for another time. We won't get into that today. But this form, the Information About Brokerage Services Form, really does not commit a buyer or a seller to anything. It is an informational sheet that just tells them that they have choices. Now, there is a place on the newest version of the form for a prospective buyer or seller to initial, and the initial only means that their acknowledgement that they have received the form. And that's it, nothing else. But a lot of buyers and sellers, because of the timing of this form, get a little bit nervous because maybe they have just met the real estate agent and they feel like that maybe the real estate agent is trying to pull a fast one on them. And over the years, real estate agents have realized that and they understood that. And so real estate agents in some cases maybe have not really presented this form quite when they should because they're a little concerned about, wow, I don't want this person to think I'm trying to push them into anything, so I'll just do it a little bit later. I understand that, but that's not the law. And so according to the Texas Real Estate Commission, this form needs to be signed, old days used to be signed, needs to be initialed prior to this real estate agent moving to the next step, which would be at that point asking you for a representational commitment in terms of signing a buyer representation agreement or a listing agreement. So when a real estate agent that you have just met pulls this form out and sticks it inside of up to your face and says, hey, I need you to initial this for me, don't freak out. Make sure it's the Information About Brokerage Services form and just understand that that is what the Texas Real Estate Commission requires. And then from that point, the real estate agent's next step should be, okay, now you know your choices, I need you to make a choice. Tell me exactly how you want to interact with me. If you want me to represent you, then I can answer any question that you have. If I don't represent you, then I owe you honesty, fairness, a certain level of disclosure, but that's about it. So in case you've never seen the form, here's a copy of it. Now you see what it looks like, and now you won't be surprised. So here it is Monday morning. I got to go teach a class, so I'm going to get out of here. Until next week, enjoy your coffee, enjoy your Monday, enjoy your week, and we'll talk to you next week. Have a good one, y'all.